Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So Golden State will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the 2-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well.
Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. Back to Curry. Green, the pass to Curry. Inside, stolen by Thompson. James outside. Dishes it to Smith. Kicks to Irving. Poked away. They're running. Throws it up high. Can't get it to go.
And Thompson's much more active running the pick and roll lately. A great pocket passer, and of course, the defense has to stay glued to him because of that ability to knock down shots.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Irving attacking out to Smith, and there's the pass to Love. Launches a 3. James, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State. Green kicks to Iguodala. The 3. That is good. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's James. From downtown. Another miss by LeBron.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
No good from Irving.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Here's Green, and the lead now. Double digits on that bucket.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times. I don't know what's going on with them so far, but already that's 3 turnovers.
They're going to dig quite a hole for themselves if they don't take better care of the basketball.
Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. And Curry, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got his first basket.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Irving against Curry. Irving dishes to James. Love outside. Smith left side to stop the run. Rebound Bogut.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
It's Curry with the drive. Green kicks to Thompson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's LeBron. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. That's short off the rim.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Love. Green passes to Barnes. And Curry, here we go. 6 to shoot. Can't hit the step back jump shot. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Passes to Thompson. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Love dishes to Smith. Love outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 12. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 5.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And as the first... And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title.
He sat us down.
Well, when someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Dellavedova in at point guard. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to James.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
And here we go, Shumpert running it up the court. LeBron outside. Pass to Frye, and stolen by Spates. Now the Warriors moving it up, ahead. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for James. McRae's checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Williams passes to Frye. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Frye. LeBron comes in for James Jones. J.R. Smith's checked in for McRae. And Irving subbed in for Williams. Love goes in. Thompson dishes to Smith. James against Iguodala. Clock at 6. Out to Smith. The Warriors pull it in. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And Spates gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Livingston. Iguodala outside. Spates with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Iguodala against Love. Again, Iguodala missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Irving. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Barnes up top. He's guarded by Love. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Barnes passes to Green. Back to Barnes. Outside Curry. Poke loose. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Kicks it out to Love. The feed to James. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
There's the dish to Smith. 5 on the clock. Irving. Another miss by Irving. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And another miss by Cleveland.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Shumpert, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Good.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Pass to Rush. Back to Curry. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Timeout called, Cleveland. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. LeBron comes in for Channing Frye. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Feeds it to Irving. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now Curry. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half is now in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. At one point, their devastating offensive assault pushed their lead out to 15 points. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. The second quarter was bump and grind, but they still ultimately looked in control of the game and ended the half with a solid 13-point advantage. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, what's really shifted the game?
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Thompson. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak from deep. Green. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Green's got 5 points so far. The Cavaliers trail by 14. James in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. Again, Irving missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And 11 points for Klay Thompson.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
James outside. Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The drive by Green. Curry can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot by LeBron, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another miss by Cleveland. Iguodala with it. Now Smith defending. Curry passes to Thompson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
LeBron kicks to Love. Back to James. Will it go? Again, James missing. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. Curry against Irving. Can't hit, so Golden State will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
And it's Love missing.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And Curry, here we go. It's stolen by Smith. Outside Irving. Love against Iguodala. James outside. It's stolen by Bogut. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. The shot is off. Good D by Irving.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Really, it's about valuing the possession. It seems like he's trying to manufacture offense out there rather than just letting the play develop.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And that one's good. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
The Warriors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
First personal foul, 2 seconds.
And so he makes both from the line. He feeds it to Mozgov. He dishes it to Dellavedova. The steal. Here's Clark, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Ball stolen. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been and we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Warriors shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mo Williams out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye. Then it's James Jones. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot. Spot manning the middle.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Jones. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. Knocks down the 3 ball. Shumpert's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Got a piece of it. Here's Rush. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play. You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Here's Rush, covered by LeBron, and stolen by LeBron. All alone, rips down the breakaway slam.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Shumpert, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. McRae has come in for Kyrie Irving.
Space.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The pass to McRae. Fires for 3. That drops.
Hey.
For 3.
Warriors leading by 22. Shumpert with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. The finish. Oh!
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the DC.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench strength.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. James comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Jefferson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for McRae. Curry can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control is essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Curry against Shumpert. Thompson misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Kicks it to Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Oh!
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And Shumpert kicks to Fry. Outside Williams. Cannot hit.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Here's Livingston. Got a piece of it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith for three. Shot is no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And that one's good by Clark.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Smith the pass to Williams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. To the middle. Here's Spates. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
When you're a leader on the NBA team, you're expected to carry your team. You take the pressure off, you manage it, you infuse that energy to help your team. And there were a lot of moments during the game when we saw him do just that. Great performance. I commend you, young man.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.